Hey everyone, how's it going? Hope you're all having a good day today. Rushing a little bit today. I lost track of time and was trying to get everything ready. But yeah, I hope you all had a great weekend. I know I didn't get to play Dragon Age last week, mostly because I skipped Thursday. That's I was planning to play it. But yeah, I don't actually remember how much of Dragon Age is left, at least for Origins. I do know that there's a few DLC after the story that will, but in terms of the main story, I don't know how much is actually left. But anyways, let me go ahead and get the game going. I gotta actually mess with stuff. And hope I can get it working properly. See if I can get it up without any issues today. I'll go back to this until I'm ready to change to turn the game on. Don't give me that my game is not installed bullshit, Microsoft. Hopefully I can get it to pop up on the capture easily enough. This game is always weird whenever I need to frame it because it doesn't have a borderless windowed mode. It's very annoying. Because now I have to tab out and try and find it on the capture. And see, now it's too small. Now I have to tab back out, resize it. That should be good. Hopefully that's the only issues I have today. Looks like that's good. Alright. Back into Dragon. It's been a couple weeks since I've played this. I am still really excited for the new ESO expansion. It comes out in about 13. I will definitely be streaming that because I am really excited about the new class. Now let me turn all these effects off. Oh, I turned that one on. Turn that off. Okay. Don't want all these effects on while I'm just talking to people. So what's my objective right now? Hi, Shale. There's Shale here.
I see it found some augmentation crystals. I was not even aware it knew about them. Well done. So, what does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too wide as it is.
I think they're so pretty.
They are, aren't they? I so adore them. I think it should find some more as soon as possible. I want to glitter from ear to ear, so to speak.
And you do have ears.
I've watched a lot of humans in my time. It should be aware that I have decided that it is not much like any of them.
Could be good or bad.
Good, of course. It doesn't want to have anything in common with all those other filthy substandard human types, does it? Surely it must come from some superior lineage, yes? Some breed of flesh creature that has decided to elevate its genetic stock above its natural shortcomings?
There's a backhanded compliment in there somewhere. Well, I'm a mage as well as an elf.
And that must be it. The humans have always spoken about elves being inferior, but obviously this is their own stupidity talking.
Definitely.
I would appreciate if it didn't spread around that I said anything. Humans might start to get the wrong idea. They might start thinking their race is not completely hopeless.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
It is quite welcome. Now, let us crush something into a fine paste before it starts to think I've gone all soft. Perish the thought.
I love Shale. So everyone's probably around here then. Yep, Zevran.
You know, I could get to like this. The last time I came to Denerim, I stayed at an inn so filthy the bed bugs had fleas. What say you?
I don't really need to talk to anyone. You do have a name, though.
I hope all the accommodations are to your liking, Warden. Please let me know if anything is troubling you.
8 exterior. 8 exterior. When? Right, we still haven't done Wynn's side quest or... Yeah, Wynn and Morrigan's we still have. Haven't gotten very many. We got Alistair's, we got Leliana's. We did Sten's, that was his sword. Shale's was technically an entire DLC. Zevran, I don't know if we've gotten a side quest for him yet. Who else? Can't look at my party here. Ogren, I guess technically his was a main story quest. Speaking of, there's Ogren.
How many times I gotta tell you before it make it through that pointy skull? Bank the coals at night. What's food up?
Kitty. Ah, here we go. Yeah, we've done Liliana's, we have hers, we've done Sten's, not Sven. We've done his, we've done Alistair's. Technically, we've done Shale's. I don't think the dog has one. Ogren's, he might have one, but I know he has more stuff to do in Awakening. But yeah, I don't know if Zevran and Ogren and Shale actually have quests, or the dog.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yes.
Yay, bad loading times. Oh, I might actually give Conan streaming another try soon, because they're doing a new update, Age of War now instead of Age of Sorcery. So that might be interesting.
There's one thing I do not understand, Alistair.
Just the one thing.
Oh. Oh, I'm here in Denerim. Wait, then I don't. I need to go back in here. Weird. What is my quest? I actually can turn that in. That one. Actually, I have 2 of these I can turn. Main story, like Landsmeet. Yeah, there's a new. I mean, they've been updating it recently. It's had 2 more updates since Age of Sorcery launched. It had the Age of Sorcery Chapter 1, 2, and 3, and now they're doing Age of War Chapter 1, 2, and 3 are the next ones. Apparently, they're redoing the Purge system as well as adding PvE sieges.
Excuse me, I have to dust the Earl's sitting room.
You from dinner?
No, I'm from Redcliffe. Lady Isolde brought me here to be her chambermaid last spring. I've family here, though. I beg your pardon, sir, but I really can't be seen standing about. The housekeeper will have my head. Good day.
Okay. More people back. Waffles. Morgan's here. Sten is here. Okay, so everyone's just kind of chilling. There's Eamon. Can't actually open these chests because I don't have Liliana with me. Alistair's in here.
Ah, Warden. I trust you've made yourself comfortable.
I was hoping for silk sheets and candied grapes. Who's this?
This is Elena. She's...
I am Queen Enora's handmaiden. She sent me here to ask for your help.
Or perhaps the young lady prefers to speak for herself.
Why would Enora ask us for help?
She is in a difficult position. She loved her husband, no? And trusted her father to protect him. When he returned with no king and only dark rumors, what is she to think? She worries, no? But when she tries to speak with him, he does not answer. He tells her not to trouble herself.
Saying the Queen believes Logain killed Kaelin.
My queen suspects she cannot trust her father. And Logain, he is very subtle, no? But when and how, he is privy to all the secrets and not so subtle. So she goes to how? A visit from the Queen to the new Isle of Denrum is only a matter of courtesy. And she demands answers.
I guess that didn't go well.
He calls her every sort of name, traitor being the kindest, and locks her in a guest room.
Logain would allow that?
King Kaelin was like a son to him, and Logain left him to die. Does he love Enora more? Who can say? I think her life is in danger. I heard Hal say she would be a greater ally dead than alive, especially if her death could be blamed on Arl Eamon.
Would Logain kill his own daughter just to frame Eamon?
We may have no choice but to trust Enora. The Queen is well loved. If Logain succeeded in pinning her death on me, I'm not sure that's a risk we can afford to take.
What do you propose to do?
I have some uniforms. I'll hire so many new girls every day. A few more will not cause much stir. I will show you to the servants' entrance. We must slip in and out with my queen before anyone is the wiser. I will go ahead to House Estate. Meet me there as soon as you can.
I don't remember this part. Yeah, Alistair. In here. Another chest that I can't open. Alright, so we have to go... to Arl Eamon's estate. Also need to...
Indeed.
Yes.
Honestly, I can't wait to get to Dragon Age 2, because while I do enjoy the combat in this game, it is a bit slow-paced compared to... Oh, Mage Collective. It's a bit slow-paced compared to some of the later games.
A little something extra for friendship.
Alright, that's done. So, I gotta figure out where to actually go. We still can't go to the alien, I don't think.
Magic exists to serve man and never.
Ah, here we go. Arl Redcliffe's estate and Arl of Denerim's estate. Ransom drop location. This. What's going on? Why did I randomly get stopped? Turning on all my stuff.
And so I shall.
Well, it looks like there's too much going on here. Oh.
So here is the mighty Grey Warden at long last. The crows send their greetings once again. And where is Zevran? I don't see him with you. How very disappointing.
Zevran's dead.
Don't bother. I know very well he travels with you.
Here I am, Taliesin. Tell me, were you sent, or did you volunteer for the job?
Oh ho! And he makes an appearance. I volunteered, of course. When I heard that the great Zevran had gone rogue, I simply had to see it for myself.
Is that so? Well, here I am, in the flesh.
You can return with me, Zevran. I know why you did this, and I don't blame you. It's not too late. Come back and we'll make up a story. Anyone can make a mistake.
Zevran doesn't need the crows any longer.
No? Does Zevran need to live?
I suspect I will manage just fine, Taliesin. I'm sorry, my old friend, but the answer is no. I'm not coming back. And you should have stayed in Antiva.
Ah, yeah. I think this is one of Zevran's side quests.
Indeed. Of all
Indeed.
Yes.
So I do remember this. That there is a chance that if you haven't gotten Zevran to like you enough, he will betray you here. That is one of the few things I remember about Zevran, is that he can betray you here if he doesn't have enough, he doesn't like you enough. I'm just stuck in a trap, it's fine.
There it is. Taliesin is dead. And I am free of the crows. They will assume that I am dead along with Taliesin. So long as I do not make my presence known to them, they will not seek me out.
What does this mean?
I do not know. It seems I have options now, whereas once I had none. I have enjoyed our company, but I am wondering if it is not time for me to leave. That would be the practical thing to do, no? There is a freedom awaiting me that I have never known. But I suppose the decision is yours. Will you let me go?
Don't you want to stay for the treasure?
All right. You make a convincing argument. You do seem to stumble onto treasure on a regular basis somehow. Let us return to the task at hand, then. There is still much to be done, yes?
Yeah, I do remember the first time I played this game that he did betray me there.
Lovely.
Right, I forgot there's no, like, auto loot system in this game. Just let me loot everything at once.
As you
So what is this place? Why can I come here? Disguised. Oh wait, this is that place that we did. This is just a quest that we did earlier. They're still here for some reason. Why are they still here? I've already finished that quest. Carl Howell's estate. No. No. I don't want Zevran with me for this. Here, I need to go back to camp. Because I don't like that it won't let me switch now. Oh, it's... Oh, our camp is different. It looks messed up, though. It looks the same, but it's snowy. And all the trees are messed up. I think this is the same camp. It's just messed up. The textures are all messed up. Weird. I don't like that.
Indeed, indeed.
Yes.
Alright, back to dinner room. Well, I was hoping it would lead me here, but it's not. Alright. Try this.
The servants' entrance is on the other side of the house. We must slip past this crowd to reach it. We will have to be very careful. Al-How is inside.
Hal is here?
Yes, and wherever he goes, a great many guards go with him.
What's the crowd
The
gathered for?
estate is in poor repair. The new owl, he has not been very prompt in paying his workmen. I will be right behind you. This way.
No one cares that we're coming around the side, I guess.
Someone's creeping around down there. Go check it out.
Oh, oops. I was supposed to sneak, I guess. Well, he's dead. I guess I was supposed to sneak. I don't know. It's fine. They're dead. I can kill everyone in this building if I need to.
As you desire.
What's up down here? More mushrooms. Cool. Oh, here we go.
I can distract the guards, but you must move quickly.
Need to put on our disguises.
Hurry! My lady does not have much time. Are you all prepared? I will go distract the guards.
What are the uniforms if they won't get us inside?
These two know who is allowed to come and go. They will not be fooled. But the uniform should work on most of those inside.
Alright.
I will lure them into the courtyard. Wait in the bushes.
What bushes? Oh, back here.
Oh, you must come! I saw something! By the fountain! I think it was a darkspawn.
Darkspawn?
They will drag us all underground to be eaten!
Should we call for help?
Did you fall off a cart full of stupid? Call for help? So they can see us act like scared little girls because of some knife-eared wench?
They will eat us all alive! Please, get help!
If there is something out there and we don't sound the alarm, we'll look worse than scared.
And drast these holy knickers. Fine, we'll check the courtyard, if it'll keep you from wetting yourself. But there's nothing there.
Thank you. Oh! It was over here! Quickly!
Okay. Oh, they're just gone. That works, I guess. Enemies are drawn to heavier armor. I didn't know that.
Ah, it took me forever to be rid of those two. You must be careful now. The servants, they will not look closely at anyone in uniform. All guards are alike to a cook, no? But you should not draw attention to yourself. Most of the guards are new. They will not know you for a stranger at a glance. It is best you keep your distance from all of them and try to blend in.
Where's Zenora?
She's in the guest room of the main hall. Andras, they guide us.
Okay. I guess we are going in here then.
How did the old armed servants ever... No one ever said the Kendalls had any sense.
As you desire.
Well, no, I guess fine. Close the door. I want to look at stuff. It's not a game if I can't rob everyone blind.
Yes, ma'am.
Where am I going? Oh, geez, I have no idea.
No, it's not mutton. How's too cheap to buy it? Cook's probably roasting.
I'm assuming I need to avoid these guys. It did say not to get too close to them. They're coming in here too. I don't really need anything in here, so goodbye.
I swear he's got these cards marked.
Why am I...
Okay.
Not in the tongues of all the nations of the world.
I will read the book. I don't care about anything else.
All the myths. I hope the cook's not made...
Nothing useful in there. That door's locked. That goes outside.
The Grey Warden is here, my lady.
the Maker. I would greet you properly, but I'm afraid we've had a setback.
What sort of setback?
My host was not content with leaving me under heavy guard. He sealed the door by magic.
How do we open it?
Find the mage who cast the spell. He'll most likely be at Hal's side.
So much for secrecy.
Well, if he didn't know you were here, he soon will.
I'll be back soon.
Thank you, Warden. My prayers go with you.
Count Howe will probably be in his rooms. They're at the end of the hall, on the left.
All right.
Count Howe is probably in his room.
This is a library on the left. It's not a room. Lied to me.
All right.
Like, there we go. Why can't I get the book? Okay. What's this room?
The housekeeper.
Everyone's at dinner, don't worry.
In that case, come here.
Oh, okay. Y'all have fun.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Oh, okay.
Ask me anything.
What's it? Oh, money. Stuff. Yeah, I'll take all this.
Mm-hmm.
Owl's shield. Also a chest of documents here. Grey Warden documents. Those?
What? Who goes there?
Well, he's dead.
I thank you for creating such distraction, stranger. I have been waiting days for the opportunity. Do you think you could...
Alistair? Is that you? Who? Wait. I do know you. You were at my joining. He's one of us. A warden from Orlais. Jada, I think. Or was it Montserrat? I'm afraid I don't remember your name.
I'm Riordan, senior warden of Jada, but born and bred in Highever, and glad to be home.
How did the Earl capture you?
With an offer of hospitality and a poisoned chalice. I was fool enough to think Loghain didn't yet know who I was.
Where's Hal?
I saw him going to the dungeons. He may still be there.
Why don't you come with me?
I wouldn't be much use to you in my current condition. And if you'll pardon me, I've a sudden desire to breathe some free air. I will seek you out later, after I find a good physician. And good luck, sister.
I hate the eyeballs. Why does it have to have eyeball? Like, why does it have to be see-through? Alright, well, into the dungeons, I guess. This is a torture room. Beep boop. Loghain MacTier. Interesting name. Oh, hey, enemies. If I'm gonna have to fight, I don't know if I want to not have my shit equipped, though.
Who goes?
Hitting around, you know me.
You think you're clever, do you? Anybody tries to come in here without Hal's say-so, we get to do what we like with them. I think we finally got a bit of entertainment here, lads.
Can I switch my gear? I don't think I can in the middle of combat. Oh, I can. Okay. Good. I've still got my weapon and stuff equipped, so I just need my armor. Oh. No, it immediately put it all back on. Okay. It's like it did for everyone. For the most part. Didn't put their hats back on, though. For some reason. Oh, right, no. He's using the Juggernaut stuff now.
Pull up right ahead. Well, all right.
Wonder why it didn't put their helmets back on. Hey, sir, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day today. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, Morgan leveled up. Oh, they're shooting at us from down there. Blood magic! Yeah, thank you for stopping by. I hope you're having a good day today. It's good to see you. What am I doing? Attack. No, don't run away from me. I thought that said heavy guard for a second. No, it says Howl guard. I really wish it would consolidate the loot and I didn't have to click on every individual enemy. Well, that is apparently the way we want to go. Ah, it's locked, so this is the way back around. Got it. Here we go, enemies. Oh, thank you for the save. Oh, traps. I am basically invincible to that, though, so... I take very, very little damage from elements. Okay, they're all dead.
Lovely.
I heard a dog. I think.
Of course.
It was in this room. Tests. Alright, Morgan leveled up. Let's get her willpower up to 30. Actually, we want our cunning to be... Here. Waking Nightmare. I really don't think I need... I don't need any of this. I don't need any of the equipment that the game tries to give me. All I care about is potions, really. Alright, this room. Ah, this might be where the dogs were. There we go. Should probably. Do I have an empty tactics spot free on Morgan right now? I don't. Okay. So I want to. When I get another tactics slot, I need to set up for her to do Waking Nightmare on sleeping enemies, because that'll make some of them fight for us and also lower their defenses and stuff. Hello. Blood for the blood god. Someone actually resisted it. Yeah, I figured there was a torture chamber down here. Of course. What's in here, though?
Leave me here? Get me out of here! That's a...
As you desire.
Was this supposed to be a lesson? Did my father think it funny to leave me for so long before sending you?
Unless you're, who are you?
Then my father didn't send you? I am Oswin, son of Ban Sigurd, of the Dragon's Peak Banon. If you aren't one of our soldiers, pray tell me, who should I be thanking for my rescue?
Grey Wardens.
Then I have no question about why you would come, Warden. For it is your men who have suffered the most here. You have my heartfelt gratitude. And I assume the gratitude of the entire Dragon's Peak Banon. If my father sent no one after me, I can only assume that he does not yet know the true colors of the snakes he is allied with. But if you talk to him, I'm certain he would offer you any reward you might ask.
Okay. I don't know, I can ask quite a lot. Will your father side against Loghain?
Then there is a Landsmeet after all. Hal said the Isle of Redcliffe was dead, and the Landsmeet called off. I swear, if there be any forum to speak out against Loghain, my father will be there. Now, please, I must try to get to him. I cannot see the last of this place too soon.
Okay, well, there's a, potential ally. Oh my god, those are just spikes and hanging people. Okay, this place is kind of fucked up. Oh, you guys came outside, or coming outside. Okay, yeah, everyone... oh, wait, hang on, I have an idea. Haha!
Of course.
Morgan, get out of my way. I'll just stand in the doorway. Be to the lower prison. Rexel missing in action.
Of course.
Who are you?
They said to retreat. The horn sounded, and we turned, and then the screams. We rode, and they screamed and screamed and...
It's alright.
Mother, can you smell the blood? They said it was only Darkspawn. But we ate them too. They died, and we left them in the swamp. The witch. The witch!
He's obviously mad. I don't think you'll get anything more out of him.
You're free, I guess.
Is there a safe? Perhaps next door?
I don't think he deserves to die for being crazy, but... Don't even know who that was. Just some random guy in a cage.
Well, all right.
Well, lockbox. I will take the arrows. They're useful. Autosave. It's actually doing great with the autosaves lately.
Well, well, the Grey Warden. I must say I'm surprised Eamon would condone you invading my castle and murdering my men. Is he losing faith in the persuasive powers of his Landsmeet?
I'm here for Honora.
The traitorous bitch has you
okay.
under her thumb. Honora does love games. I'm surprised she'd play with the likes of you. You should have left when you had the chance, Warden. Slunk off to the Anderfells to hide with the rest of your kind. This Landsmeet is a farce. Loghain will triumph, and you will die.
Your face is very ugly. First things first, mages. Kill the mages as fast as possible. Turn off blood magic. Don't you run from me. Oh, you're still alive? I didn't realize you were still alive.
Battle it is then.
Paralyze is such an overpowered ability.
Too easy.
Make her spit on you. I deserved more.
Oh, bye. Oh, he had a... What did he have? The bite back axe. That also gives me the key. That. Bro. High prison. What's back here then? Oh, there's a few people back here.
Who's there? Stay away. You can't do this to me. I'll have you all flayed. I'm the Arl of Denerim.
Arl Urian died at Ostagar. Who are you?
I'm Vaughan Kendalls, heir to the Arling of Denerim. It's true. Too many of our troops were lost at Ostagar. When the riots started, Howe came with men to reinforce the garrison here. Or that's what he claimed. As soon as I let him into the palace, he threw me in here. One more victim of the Elven uprising, he said. Let me out of here. I'll do anything.
What caused the elves to rebel?
How should I know? They're prickly and take offense at anything. It's only their laziness that keeps them from being trouble most of the time.
A Landsmeet has been called. I need your...
Of course. Anything. Just let me out.
I mean... yeah, I guess?
I swear you won't regret this.
Who's this person?
Maker, have mercy on your Andraste. Bride of the Maker, have mercy.
Why is everyone in this dungeon naked?
Is that you, little sister? No, I don't know you, do I? Are you real?
Who are you? Are you alright?
Alstana? I don't know. Where is my sister? Have you seen her? I'm Erminric, Knight Lieutenant of the Denerim Chantry. You aren't one of the Tern's men?
He sounds like he's in lyrium withdrawal. He's got all the signs, confusion, weepiness. He probably doesn't even know what he's saying. If the Grand Cleric knew he were in here, she'd be spitting hot coals. Nobles don't have authority over Templars.
I failed in my duties, Maker. Forgive me. I failed, and there's no telling what he's done.
Who are you talking about?
The Malefica. He had turned blood magic upon Templars and Circle mages to escape from his tower. Near Redcliffe, I cornered him, but the Tern's men took him from me and brought me here.
Gawain, yeah.
Yes. He destroyed his phylactery. We were spread out, trying to find him. I was alone. You are real, aren't you? My dreams are so strange now. Please.
I do not remember
if
this.
You're not a dream. Help me.
What do you want me to do?
Give this ring to my sister, Alstana. Tell her I'm sorry. Please. Ask her to pray for me.
I mean, the door's open. You can't just leave.
Lady of perpetual sorrows,
okay.
pray for
I
me.
mean, if you just want to sit here, that's fine, I guess. Door's open. You can go at any time. Oh. All of them. Can I actually put the outfit back on? No, I don't have the outfit anymore. Which means... oh, they're all coming after me? Okay. Well, that got a very large majority of them. So that works. Don't have my asthma up though. Hopefully I can get it on soon. There we go. And big AoE. Alright. That actually should have just done that from the beginning. That was much easier than trying to sneak around. Also, I find it dumb that it made me sneak around and then I just kill everyone anyway. It's kind of dumb.
My thanks.
Aren't you a little short for a guard?
I look more the part than you do. We must go quickly and avoid notice. If House people find me, I'll be killed. And my people will insist on escorting me back to the palace, where my father may also have me killed.
Well, see, the problem with that is,
Let us go quickly, Walden. I do not think we wish to be here when they discover what has happened.
As you desire.
the problem with that is I don't have a uniform anymore. Oh, okay.
Warden, in the name of the
Hey,
Regent,
Blue, how's it
I'm
going?
placing you under arrest for the
Hope
murder
you're
of
having a good day
Brendan Howe
today.
and
Thank
his
you for
men at
stopping
arms.
by.
Surrender, and you may be shown mercy.
You don't know the whole story.
Why stop now? Calthrion is all that stands between us and freedom.
Are you sure this is what you wish?
Killing them reinforces Logain's lies about me.
I'm surprised this ended peacefully. Bring the wardens. Logain doesn't care about the rest.
Never get sick? I'm sorry. I hope you're feeling better at least.
Eamon, we have a problem.
Andraste, watch over our friends in danger.
Calm down. What has happened?
The wardens have been captured.
What? How could this happen?
Never mind that. The question is how to free her.
Surely you mean them, Your Highness. We need Alistair too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, of course, I meant Alistair too.
I know where they are. The Grey Warden is in possession of a ring that allows me to locate him. Getting to him, however, is quite something else.
Oh yeah, I can't really tab out of the game right now. I am sorry. I noticed I have a couple of DMs, but it's hard to tab out of this game because it doesn't have a borderless windowed mode. It's only full screen. And tabbing in and out of this game has a tendency to make it crash. You're fine, you don't have to be sorry. Oh look, dead people.
Oh, you're awake. I was starting to worry.
Where are we?
I'm not entirely sure.
No
It's not the
nude?
Royal
Well, no,
Palace
there's no
dungeon, I
nude
think. Too
mods.
orderly.
I'm not doing nude
Fort
mods on
Draken,
stream.
perhaps. That doesn't really bode well for us.
The others are coming. Try to get out of here.
I hope you have a plan.
There's a guard in view. Fake an illness.
Help! Someone help us! My friend is dying.
What's the matter with you?
Jump the guard. Well, here we go. Paralyze.
Be tricky, are we?
Good thing I have magic. Just got beat up by a naked lady. Wait, what does that do for me? Oh, okay. There's the key. Well, at the very least, I can give that mace to Alistair. So he has something. I'm at least gonna throw these two things on. Okay, let's put everything on. Oh, there's my stuff. Okay. Well, now we're just completely fine. Now I've got my stuff back. We're good. Well, let's have a look and see what else is around here. Nothing. Well, now that I've got my stuff back, we're basically fine. Hi, guys. Weird that the dogs don't have a stunned animation. They just kind of stand there. I really am looking forward to the new Dragon Age game. Oh. Oh boy. Here. Probably stuff I don't really... Oh. Oh, uniforms. There we go. Now I don't have to fight. Let's see. That way. Let's finish searching this place first, though. Guard here.
You never see them stuck polishing the rust off the armor.
What's in these other rooms?
All right.
Oh, Colonel.
What's this? Ah, you must be the new recruits we were expecting. You're late. The rest of your patrol is in the storage room. Find them and get yourselves ready for inspection.
Okay. Bye.
I almost didn't make it out the mess today. Forgot the blighted password again.
Lovely.
That's why I write it down every day. Keep it in my pocket. I got stuck on the second floor hallway for 3 hours last week. I swear those guys... demons or something.
I got the password. You shouldn't have said anything. What did I get? Back. Notes. Load limit reached. Well, I stole something from him. Fine, I guess. That's probably what I needed to come here for, then. Was to grab that password. So I really should figure out what the password was. List of passwords. Seems today's password is rabbit. Okay.
As you desire.
And already this armor doesn't fit.
What's the password?
Ah. Password 1. Rabbit.
Go on through. Go on through. Go on through.
And where do you think you're going?
I'm off duty.
Very well. Get to the barracks and stay out of trouble.
If I can keep the bloodshed to a minimal, it's probably better for me. Keep the bloodshed to a minimal.
Lovely.
Sister Augustine. I probably shouldn't talk to any of you, honestly.
What do you... Wait, you don't belong in here?
Oh, whoops. Opened one too many doors. It's fine, I think I'm out of here, so... That's locked. Let's just keep going before any of them notice me. Ah! Oh, hey, it's my friends. You know, I am curious. I want to see what happens if I get through without fighting people. Doesn't take very long to get through here, so I want to try it. I wonder if I'll always get in a fight. I'm just curious if I'll always get in a fight right there.
I got stuck on the second floor hallway for 3 hours last week.
Alright. Now is the password the same? Yes, it is. Looks like the password is always.
Well, all right.
And already this armor doesn't fit.
What's the password?
Rabbit.
Go on through. Go on through.
And where do you think you're going?
I'm off duty.
Very...
Okay, this time I won't open the door to the captain's quarters. I'm just curious to see if I go in here dressed as a guard, if I can just go through. Nope. Immediately. Okay, I was just curious. So I have to fight here regardless of what I do. Someone leveled up. Liliana leveled up.
As you desire, and so I shall.
In this room, nothing. Waiting room. And this is... okay. I don't care about any of this. Let's go. Where am I going? Back to the Arl, I guess? Alright, let's go talk to Arl Howe. Or, not Arl Howe, we killed Arl Howe. Need to go talk to Eamon.
Maker's breath. It's good to see you in one piece, my friend.
Indeed. We have been praying for your safe return, Warden.
Good to see that you're alright.
I was uncertain you would respond as you did, considering the consequences. I am glad you did. Thank you. Now, however, we must work together. And quickly. My father has gone mad. I didn't believe it at first, but he is gripped by a paranoia so severe it prevents him from seeing sense. He saw me as a threat. Yet even now, I'm certain he will be telling the nobles you are dangerous murderers that have kidnapped and mind-controlled me. He may even believe it.
Can he still take the throne without you?
Perhaps. It will be more difficult for him, but if my father says the Grey Wardens are the enemy, many will believe it. He is a legend.
It's true. Our position in the Landsmeet is not strong, and this does little to help us.
At least that snake Howe is dead. That alone will not be enough, however. My father is committed to his path. You will need ammunition for the Landsmeet, and there I can help. You have only just arrived in the city, so perhaps you are unaware of some recent events. Denerim has been in turmoil since Ostagar. Many people here are angry or grieving. Strangely, the unrest is worst in the alienage. Few elves accompanied the army. They should have little reason to be upset, which means that Howe and my father must have given them reason. I don't know what is happening there, but I am certain my father has his hands in it.
A useful
Always
lead,
messing with the elves.
But you could have sent this information with your maid.
That is true. I feared for my safety as Howe's prisoner. But to tell the truth, I sent Elena to you because I hoped we might join forces. You need that evidence for the Landsmeet. But you also need a stronger candidate for the throne. You need me.
What of Alistair?
I have no doubt Alistair is biddable enough, and decent, but even with his blood, he is no king. You think only I can see it? Not only that, Alistair is a Grey Warden. It will look like you are trying to put a Grey Warden on the throne, despite your claims. I am a neutral party, and I am already queen.
Honora, you are indeed Kaelin's widow, but...
I am the daughter of Ferelden's greatest general. Who do you think truly ruled this nation for the last 5 years? Kaelin. I am what this country needs, not an untrained king who does not even want the throne. I can help you stop my father. Consider what I have said. For now, I think I will retire to my room. Warden, when you have a moment, I ask that you speak to me in private.
Well, she's quite spirited. I remember when Loghain first brought her to Denerim. Poor Kaelin was a good boy, but Honora was always 2 steps ahead. Had him jumping when she snapped since the first time she batted her eyelashes. I cannot help thinking she may be trouble, but we should keep her close, all the same.
Why do you think she's trouble?
This is an alliance of convenience. For the moment, we are united against Loghain. Be careful how much trust you place in her. I do not for a moment think Honora means to give up her power easily. Still, I would rather have her where we can watch her than actively working for Loghain.
She would make a better ruler than Alistair.
Honora was a capable administrator for Kaelin's lands, but she has not a drop of royal blood. We did not fight the Orlesians all those years just to lose our royal line in a single generation. Not when there's a surviving son of the blood.
Maybe Alistair should marry Honora.
Are you serious? No, never mind. I don't even want to hear the rest of this. You two just keep talking about me. I'm gonna stand over here with my fingers in my ears.
Sorry,
Alistair. That would certainly solve a lot of problems, and put forth the strongest argument before the Landsmeet to remove Loghain from power. With Therin blood on the throne, and Honora's wisdom and popularity, Ferelden could present the most united front against the Blight. Unfortunately, the marriage would never happen, unless they both agreed to it. And I suspect that might take a lot of persuading to get past her pride and his humility.
Why is it so important to put Merritt's son on the throne?
Ferelden was first united by Calenhad, the Silver Knight. For 400 years, his descendants have ruled Ferelden. That was the heritage we preserved from the Orlesians. And it is the heritage I will fight for as long as one of Calenhad's descendants still lives. Without that to unite us, we could scatter back to warring Terniers.
Alistar doesn't know the first thing about being
No,
a king.
I don't, which I've told both of you on many occasions. If Honora's turned against Loghain, I say let her keep the crown. It looks better on her anyway.
You're both wrong. With a few months of experience, Alistair will make a fine king. He knows how to lead troops to defend his land. He knows how to stand and fight for justice. He knows how to show compassion to those less fortunate, and how to trust to the Maker's guidance to know right from wrong. And he knows who to turn to for aid, should that training fail him. He will be fine.
Okay, then let's talk about something else.
We certainly have a great deal to plan.
What do you think he's been doing in the Alienate?
Maker knows what that man is capable of now.
Okay, that's it.
Of course, if I might make a suggestion, go speak with Honora. She will either be a powerful ally or a powerful enemy, and the sooner we know which she is, the better.
I think the best course of action is probably to convince Alistair and Honora to get it. Oh hey, he's here.
Hello again, friend. It looks as though you're no worse for wear after your stay in Fort Draken.
Did you know Duncan well?
We went through our joining together, more years ago than I like to remember. He was exactly the same back then, tough as stone and just as grizzled. I think he understood sooner than the rest of us how ugly a choice it is to let the few be sacrificed to protect the many. Always left himself a soft spot for his recruits, though. Only way he ever let himself down.
What are your plans now?
When I'm well enough, I'm going to continue my journey toward Ostagar. Hopefully I'll be able to trace the heart of the Blight and where the Archdemon itself abides. If we want to defeat this Archdemon, we need to know where it is and how soon it might strike.
I mean, I already know where it is. Going alone, shouldn't I go with you?
If there were more of us, I would agree. But as it is, I don't think we can deprive all the armies you've gathered of a commander.
Okay, let's go.
Good luck to you, then.
Let me talk to Alistair about this stuff.
I haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room. Ask away.
I had another dream about the Archdemon.
Yes, me too. And I got the feeling at the end there that it saw us, was aware of us, whatever you want to call it. Could have just been my imagination, I suppose. What do you think?
I think we need to be extra careful.
I thought we were already being extra careful. Does that mean we have to be extra careful now? Great. And there I was enjoying my nap. I guess one thing is certain at least, isn't it? It's official. This is a blight.
Yeah? So can I talk to...
I haven't been here in a while. Ask away.
Questions.
Of course.
Why did you keep your birthright a secret?
You never asked?
Did you not trust me?
We are friends. I didn't mean to... It wasn't supposed to... Oh, let me explain. The thing is, I'm used to not telling anyone who didn't already know. It was always a secret. Even Duncan was the only Grey Warden who knew. And then after the battle, when I should have told you, I don't know, it seemed like it was too late by then. How do you just tell someone that?
How about, by the way, I'm heir to the throne?
Yes, well, I suppose part of me kind of liked you not knowing.
What happens when people
They
find
treat
out?
me differently. I become the bastard prince to them, instead of just Alistair. I know that must sound stupid to you, but I hate that it shaped my entire life. I never wanted it, and I certainly don't want to be king. The very idea of it terrifies me.
Doesn't sound stupid at all.
For all the good it does me, my blood seems certain to haunt me no matter what I do. And now Arleman plans to put me forward as the heir. It never ends, does it? And for what it's worth, I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. It was a
I feel
dumb
like
thing
the
to
only
do.
way to have Alistair be happy
I guess it's kind of a relief that you know
being
now.
king is if the warden is able to be his queen. Because my first playthrough, I did an elf mage, I did a human mage, not an elf mage, and the biggest issue with it was because you're a mage, you can't be queen with Alistair. The game won't let you be queen if you're a mage. Little annoying.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne.
Are you proposing an alliance?
That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot.
Yeah, marry Alistair.
Ignoring that the man looks so much like Kaelin, my recently dead husband, if you'll recall, my main fear is that he might govern like Kaelin as well. But it is true that Alistair has Therin blood. To some, this is more important even than practical considerations. A union might be considered a compromise, but is this something Alistair even desires?
I think I could convince him.
Let me say this. If Alistair is willing to stand back and allow me to continue governing the nation, then I would be willing to have him as my king. It is my understanding that governing does not appeal to him anyhow. If that is so, this is a compromise I can live with.
I'll go speak to him.
Do so. I will be interested to hear what he has to say.
Because like I said, we can get both things, and Alistair doesn't even, if he's only would really be king in name, he wouldn't really be doing anything.
So I'm guessing someone told Honora I was planning to steal her throne. She has a nasty glare. Did anyone mention this wasn't my idea? I think she's a great queen. As far as I'm concerned, she's welcome to it.
I think, you still don't want to be king?
I'm not a political man. I like being a warden. There's real evil out there, and it's something we can fight. It's something we can defeat. Making laws, settling disputes, that's not me. I wouldn't have the first idea how to do it. What do you think I should do? Go ahead and be king, just to let it happen?
I think you should marry Honora.
Marry her? As in marriage? As in be
Yes,
her husband?
generally.
You've spoken to her about this? You did, didn't you? Why would you do that? Did you take a blow to the head? That's crazy.
She can rule while you lead. It's perfect.
I suppose. I don't know how much of a leader I am, but at least I know she's a good ruler. Go ahead then. Tell her I'll do it if it comes to that. Now excuse me while I go have a small heart attack somewhere. No big deal, right?
Poor Alistair. I'd rather have him be king and have my character be queen, but I can't do that with a mage, so...
Well, have you spoken to my lucky betrothed yet? Or will we be reduced to passing notes?
He's agreed.
He has? I wasn't expecting that.
Poor
to tell
boy,
you the truth.
yeah.
To marry Kaelin's brother. Well, I suppose stranger things have happened. If it will truly help matters... Is this it then? I agree to marry Alistair to retain my throne, and in exchange I give you my support. If not, then tell me now.
Yes.
Done. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me?
Do you need anything?
No. And while I know your concern is hardly disinterested, still, thank you.
Okay, bye. Hi, Morgan.
If one more servant asks if I would like a change of clothes, I will set the house on fire. I await your command.
Well, it sounds like she's having a good time. Alright, well, what's next then on the list? Oh, right.
Warden, let me know if there's any assistance I can give you. We have much to do and little time. What? Maker's breath. You didn't magic them, did you?
You did want me to get an aura on our side, didn't you?
Of course, but I hardly imagined that you could convince her so readily. I am impressed. This alliance can only help us. Well done, my friend.
Alright, let's go.
We need to do all that we can in the few days left.
I do still need to go and murder Flemeth, so I guess we can go do that real quick. I can't bring Morgan with me though, so I'll have to bring Lynn with me, probably. I also need to figure out what's up with,
Of course. Indeed.
Yes.
Grab Lynn. I do need to figure out what's, up with Wynn's quest, though. Because Wynn has a quest. I don't know how to trigger it, though. You have a quest. You also have a... well...
Good to see you, Warden. Fighting the good fight, eh?
You have a mark for me?
One more swipe, and no one will ever forget it. I guarantee you'll love it.
Sure.
Tan Loghain is out in the field. I figure you'd like to get back at him, right? Word is that his seneschal has been getting the Tan's crown all nice and sparkly for the Landsmeet. The seneschal is taking a bit of a rest at the Nord Noble Tavern. He won't be there long. He has a heavy guard, but if you can make off with the tyrant's own crown, think of the embarrassment. That's all I know. I hope it's enough.
Okay. Let's go steal a crown.
Be careful with that package you need to slush. It's worth more than you might think.
Have you heard the news about how? Everyone in the city has. Ryland.
Sigurd, tortured noble, seneschal, and...
Must be pleased. That half-blood is it? Whoever you are, Wait. I know you. My son described you in great detail. He tells me that I owe you his life.
I would leave no man's to suffer at Arl Howell's hand.
When I saw my poor boy's legs, I only wish Howe still lived that I might tear him apart myself.
That's fair.
I would bring troops against his son. But Oswin tells me Thomas had no part in his father's depravity. Is there anything you would ask as a reward for saving Oswin?
I want you to speak out against Loghain.
Thank you again. Know that I will stand behind you at the Landsmeet with all the support I can muster. In fact, I'm taking my supper today with Ban Reginalda of the White River Benorn. I'll speak with her about this at once.
Yeah, that's nice. What's over here, though? Who's this?
How fares your brother?
Oh, this is the guy we...
May I help you?
No, this is someone else. Oh, yeah, I was asked to give you this.
This is Ermenric's. Explain yourself. My brother would no more part with this ring than with his head.
He needs your help.
He's alive, then? Please, if you have any news of my brother, I would hear it.
He's in the dungeon of the Arl of Denram's estate.
A dungeon? What? No. I will go to him at once. Someone will answer for this. Take this with my thanks. It has been in my family since the War of Crowns, crafted for us by the Circle of Magi. An heirloom is a small thing compared to my brother's life.
Okay, well that's done. And now we gotta save and try and steal this crown. Speaking of, a little bit of dexterity. Critical shot, I still know. And target enemy, any nearest visible. Not on.
Nobody goes in the room by authority of Tern Loghain.
I have an urgent message.
You... Why, yes, come on in.
Follow the guard.
Of course. Seneschal, stand back. Men, kill the warden.
Oh. Well, okay. I guess we're fighting. Wow, that mass stun though. At least Lynn can heal. I like how this guy just doesn't care.
Lovely.
Aaron Loghain's crown. I'll take that. Thank you.
Of course.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts.
Alright, that's done.
You're back, eh? The Tern's crown. Oh, that's rich. You have to admit, that was worth every copper you paid me, eh? They're calling you the Dark Wolf. What do you think of that? Too bad no one can know. You could get a lot of action. There's nothing more I can offer you like that. Anything else you fancy?
I guess I'll see you later then.
Right you are.
Why do you still have a quest for me,
Good
though?
to see you, Warden. Fighting the good fight, eh? There's no way you can top that last heist, Wolf. You're a legend. The nobles are still afraid to come out of their manors.
Do you have any good places to break in?
I've got a place for you. It should be easy money for you. It'll cost 1 sovereign, though. Lady Sophie is an intimate of Al. She's visiting the country, because that's what rich folk do when the whole bloody kingdom's in danger. Sorry, they just get me so angry. That means her van. You got the tavern staff. What? What is it?
I already broke into that room.
Maker's blood. Well, right. Here's your money back. Give me another chance. I know of another opportunity. Good to see you, Warden. Fighting the good fight, eh?
You have a mark, or you got any places to break in?
I have a big opportunity for you. 4 sovereigns. Arl Howe uses a warehouse in the market district.
Pretty sure I've already been in there.
Word is, the Arl's been dipping into the city's treasury and there's a fortune in that warehouse right now. But guards will be everywhere. Not those half-assed... Generally, I'm opposed to killing. But these are the Arl's hand-picked hatchet men, and stealth's not really an option. So...
Oh, okay, so this is just going... Okay, so I just go in there and kill some people. I can do that. That's not hard.
It's so nice to be in civilization.
Yeah, the warehouse is over here, I think. This one. Oh no, this place is all messed up. I hope it doesn't crash. Oh, the textures on the barrels are all messed up too. Game? Why is it not there? Oh. Oh, this is awful. I really hope the game does not crash. Hurry up and get done fighting so I can do a quick save. Just in case.
And so I shall. Of course.
Oh, this place is all sorts of messed up.
Allow me. I could do that for you. Yes, of course.
We done here? I think we're done. Alright, please don't crash. Just let me go back outside. Okay. Save again. I want to save outside of the buggy room.
Dwarven crafts.
Sad I don't have Morgan with me though. I miss having haste.
Warden?
Oh, really?
You interested in more? I have one last job. A legendary one. Oh,
yeah, sure.
Ban Frandarel is one of the richest men in the entire kingdom. At his grand ball next week, he's displaying some of his priceless treasures. Paintings of old masters, the armaments of the first king of Denerim, and more. Oh, more. Mages have put up magical walls, but I've got a route that will bypass that. Once inside, I've no idea how you'll deal with the guards, but if you do, you'll be rich and infamous. I can't wait to see what people say.
Okay. So who's this over here?
Magic exists to serve man and never.
Those stung with 100 arrows, those suffering from ailments both.
Quest complete. Okay.
They shall be named Maleficar, accursed ones.
Let's get...
No rest in this world.
He really doesn't need much willpower, but we'll get him up to 20. I guess... Build expertise.
I was getting to that bar.
Now, as for myself, magic. Yeah, I'm just gonna start pumping everything into me. Mana Clash. Finally, I can one-shot mages. Archmage achievement.
One life, one death. There is but one God, and He is our Maker.
Mana Clash is a very good attack.
To false gods.
What? No mention.
We're level 20. I don't think that's the level cap, but... No, I'm still getting XP. That's not the level cap. Okay, so... Wherever we're going... is not here. Oh, there's the crash. I knew it was gonna happen at some point. As soon as we went into that buggy room, I knew it was gonna happen. It'll only take me a second to get it back up. Hmm? Okay, why is the capture not capturing the game now? Says it's picking it up. Huh. Why is it flashing like that? Of course I would have issues with it now. Try one more time. I'll be happy when we're done with this one. It's so old, it's gotten a lot of issues with it. Yeah, for some reason the capture's not picking it up. I might have to do a display capture. Yep, it's not picking it up for some reason. It's just flashing in and out. Alright, I'm gonna have to do a display capture. Look weird for a second. Nope. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Oh, but it's... Really? Why? Because when I tab back out, it's gonna go back to normal. Yeah. Oh, that's annoying. And then when I can't actually use a display capture because I can't center the thing properly with that. It has to be a game capture. But for some reason it's not picking it, it's acting stupid. Get a window capture maybe? Nope, it won't find it. Well, I might not be able to keep streaming today if I can't get this to work right. See if auto will work maybe? I don't think this one will work though. No, I'm having... Why do I have so many issues streaming this game? Full screen application. Will that work? No. Of course it won't. What if I change... What if I change the resolution size? No. Ah. Window. Why can't they just give games a borderless windowed mode for these older games? Try taking it off. Dragon Age. Turning the game off completely. Oh yeah, my game capture is just freaking out right now. For some reason, it's just freaking out. Try turning it back on again. But yeah, if I can't get it to work, I might not be able to finish playing this game. This. Okay. Nope, it's still doing the thing. Why is it doing that? Is there nothing I can do to get it to switch back? Maybe I can get it to... Okay, maybe I can do this and find a resolution that fits, or at least fits close enough to actually not have to tab out. That's not anywhere close. Try this one. That one's too big. Swear, yeah, I don't think there's a setting to make it where I can fit it perfectly on the screen. That one's gonna be cool. Try this one. I don't think any of these are actually gonna work. Yeah. Well, until I can figure out what's going on, I don't think I can actually play this game anymore. Because for some reason, and if I tab out to adjust the screen size, it just goes back to my desktop. Oh, hang on, maybe I can... Will that adjust it? Nope. No, actually... It looks like it did work that time. Okay. Yeah, it looks like... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright, well, this works, I guess. Resolution is a bit weird, though. I don't like this, because everything is so tiny. All my skills and, like, my health bars and stuff are super tiny.
Warden, rumors are flying. You interested in more? I have one last job. A legendary Ban Franda.
Alright, thank you. Stab it? Yeah, well, at least I was able to get it working again. And there's my level.
Man and never to rule over him. Foul and corrupt are they who have taken his gift and turned it against his children.
The damage on my character at this point. Flash.
They shall be named Maleficar, accursed ones. They shall find no rest in this world or beyond.
I was getting to that part.
Yeah, this is gonna be the only issue is now they're so tiny. I can barely see my health bars up there now.
As you desire.
So that's where I need to go for that quest. Let's deal with Flemeth. We can't have Morgan with us. Ah, that's part of the quest, that she doesn't want to be there when we fight her. Look how tiny the map is because of this resolution. Alright, let's see if we can fight her. Now, let me go ahead and turn my Asma on.
And so you return. Lovely Morrigan has at last found someone willing to dance to her tune. Such enchanting music she plays, wouldn't you say?
We know your little secret.
Which one, I wonder? What has Morrigan told you? What little plan has she hatched this time?
She knows how you extend your unnatural lifespan.
That she does. The question is, do you? Ah, but it is an old, old story. One that Flemeth has heard before, and even told. Let us skip right to the ending, shall we? Do you slay the old wretch as Morrigan bids, or does the tale take a different turn?
I just want the truth.
The truth, she says, as if it were nothing. No, no. Far better the lie. Far better the comfort of blankets and shadows and a mother's love. Morrigan wishes my grimoire? Take it as a trophy. Tell her I am slain.
What happens to you?
I go. Perhaps I surprise Morrigan one day. Or I may simply watch. It would be interesting to see what she does with her freedom. Enlightening, even. Would you give an old woman that?
No, forget it.
Shame. What will it be, then?
I'm gonna kill you.
It is a dance poor Flemeth knows well. Let us see if she remembers the steps.
Alright.
Come. She will earn what she takes. I'd have it no other way.
Dragon! Now we have to fight another dragon. Oh, Liliana is almost dead already. I hope she can get this off in time. Oh, I was grabbed. Can you do a shield bash, please, and get me out of this thing? It's so hard to actually hit a dragon as melee. I could try to paralyze it. Oh, it... This is fine, I guess. Alistair is about to die. I should heal him. Alistair, heal yourself. It is so hard as melee to actually hit a dragon because all of their attacks knock you back. At least Alistair can taunt. I can keep him healed with potions. Don't hit me with your dumb claw. Ow. He's almost dead. Oh, I got it. Oh, that was really easy compared to the other dragon.
And so I shall.
Plymouth's Key. And her boots. This is
Lovely.
the Robes of Passion. Restricted to Morrigan. Aren't even that good if I recall correctly. Alright. And there we go. That quest is done. I don't know how to do winds though. I was in the forest. The Dalish elves mentioned a wise healer living out in the Brazilian forest named Anarin. Could it be the same Anarin that went? Perhaps we should arrange for the... let's head to camp real quick. Hopefully the camp is back to normal and not all weird and messed up. Morgan, I have your book. I'd like to ask. Oh no, wait. I think I need to. Not that. That. Morgan. Other. Plymouth's Grimoire.
Mother's real grimoire, is it? I am glad you were able to find it after all. My thanks for retrieving it. I shall begin studying it immediately and unlock the power that it holds. I wish to ask a question of you.
Sure.
I wish to know your opinion of love.
My opinion?
You and I have been intimate, for one. We have been close for some time now. You are impressive in many ways, and you even protected me from Flemeth without hope of reward. I feel anxious when I look upon you. I dislike this sense of dependency. 'Tis a weakness I abhor. If this is love, I wish to ascertain that you do not feel the same.
And if I do?
Then we are both fools, and we need to do something immediately. I have allowed myself to become too close. This is a weakness for us both.
It's not a weakness.
You are not listening to me. Do not be such a fool. This is for your own good. I am not like other women. I am not worth your distraction, and you are not worth mine.
You're worth it.
You are impossible. Have it your way, but I will tell you truly now. You will regret it in the end.
I mean, I don't know. It does feel weird being able to romance her as a girl because of a mod. Though it does still put in, like, the he, him, the male pronouns when there is specific stuff regarding that.
Indeed.
Yes.
Okay, so I need to figure out how to do this thing with Lynn. I went through the forest and did not find anything on it. I'm wondering if it's because I had Wynn with me at the time.
We've been waiting for you, Warden.
Oh, it's these Balin assholes. Oh, Dwarven rebels. Lovely. I mean, the guy you wanted to be king is dead. Why are you attacking me? Oh, there's more behind us? Oh, actually, I want to try something. Morgan. Use Winter's Grasp on him. Oh, he resisted it. Damn. Plus, my character used it on her own. So there is a thing you can do. I don't have Crushing prison up anymore, though. There's a magic combo you can do where if you freeze or petrify someone and then use Crushing Prison on them, it instantly kills them. It shatters them. It's an interesting combo.
Of course.
I really should sell some stuff to,
And so I shall.
to a shop next time I see one. If getting kind of full. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with Wynn's quest.
So what do you think will happen to all those people we left behind in Lothering?
Some of them will find their way to England. Many will die, as the Maker wills.
We are working hard to make enough equipment
Yeah,
for all.
I need to sell
right?
stuff, please. Any of this stuff. I do like having that sword, so I'll keep it. Wait, why is my helm home left? Oh, it took all of our helmets off again, damn it. Oh, a Grandmaster Dwemer ruin. You don't have any, like... all these recipes. All of your potions. Injury kits. Lyrium potions. Oh, you have Tome of Skill and Sundry and Tome of Mortal Vessel. Yeah, I'll take both of those. And the manual for Shapeshifter. And he does have a backpack. Specialization unlocks Shapeshifter. Gives me one more attribute and a skill point. I guess I should keep going towards herbalism, because I do need to get master herbalism for a quest. I don't think I have a quest for you right now.
Come to check on my Hala and I again, have you?
I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful. No. No, I'm sorry. I am glad you attempted.
I should have probably grabbed one.
I will.
But doesn't Alistair have? Yeah, Alistair does have one in survival. What if I talk to her with Alistair?
Come to check on my Hala and I again, have you?
I don't know. Do you have
No.
any skills that might then?
So I have to have at least one in survival for that quest. Okay. Let's go back into the forest and see if we can find that guy real quick.
You were the Grey Warden who broke the curse. I demand to know what happened to the werewolves. Where did they go?
They're no longer werewolves. Curse was broken.
That makes no difference. Those monsters killed my husband. They killed so many of my people. They have Dalish blood on their hands. If they are human once more, that shall make it all the easier to take vengeance for their crimes. Tell me where they are.
Yeah, Zathrian wanted vengeance too. Look what it did.
It destroyed him. Yes, perhaps you speak wisely. If they are gone and never return here, then perhaps it is better to let it simply end there. We will go back to the camp then. Thank you for your words. Please accept this small token of my gratitude. It belonged to my husband, and I cannot carry it any longer.
I mean, I feel bad, but yeah, the guy that we had that whole quest with wanted revenge too, and he, yeah, a lot of messed up stuff happened because of him. So where is this freaking guy hiding? None of this stuff is actually telling me. There was nothing out here. What about over here? Yeah, I'm wondering if I didn't see him last time because I had Win with. Maybe I have to not have Win with me. You're mad hermits. Weird. Why? Not too worried about running into enemies. I think I've cleared this place out. It just said that he's in the Brazilian forest. That's it. Already did this. There's the hermit, I guess.
Oh, you've done it now. You've surely done it now.
Can I get him to attack me? Oh, okay. So he's just here. So where is this person at? All they said was that he lives in the forest. That's it. There's no mark on the world map. I don't see anywhere where he could be. Because if I keep going this way, this leads back into the, Ark spawn? That is kind of surprising. I am missing every hit. Oh, you guys can actually see my cursor now. Because I have to do the... I had to do the, display capture, so you guys can actually see my cursor now. I am sorry about that.
Lovely.
Yeah, because if I keep going this way, this is just going to go to the ruins, and I don't think he's in the ruins.
And so I shall. As you desire.
I don't want to tab out of the game. I know how that works. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know where he is. I figured there would be a mark for it. Or maybe there's someone in the village I need to talk to about it? Maybe? Guess that could be it. actually kind of stumped on that. Because the Great Oak is down here. He doesn't have anything for me. Grand Oak.
Greetings
Yeah,
to
he's
thee
got nothing.
once
That's where we
again.
fought that one
Thou
guy.
hast not yet left Rumors, then?
Remnants. We already got the Juggernaut stuff from the Remnants. Went that way. I can't cross that, really? That looks crossable. Here, just help her. Yeah, there's no one actually in the forest itself. There's no interactable of a person. Huh. Maybe it's someone in the village I need to talk to. Not actually quite sure. Is there a quest marker here anywhere? No, there's not. Maybe...
I have been charged by the Keeper to seek out other Dalish clans in Ferelden, so we may spread the word about the Blight.
You don't know where the other Dalish are?
The clans wander where they will, and we have no way of communicating with each other. Once every 10 years, the clans come together for a gathering called Arlathrin, and there the site for the next gathering is chosen. But until that day, we meet only in chance passing.
That sounds difficult.
No, but should the Shemlen ever decide to wipe us out, they will at least not learn the location of our clans from each other.
That's fair. What are your chances?
We passed another clan several months ago, so I have a notion of where they might be now. Perhaps they have seen others. We shall see.
How will we raise the Dalish army?
A single clan, however, is a deadly force. If we can provide the Grey Wardens with even a handful of clans, you will want for no army.
Fair.
Dareth Shiral.
You're not what I need. You're the one we learned about him from.
But Zathrian is lost to us, after all these centuries. He died heroically, I hope.
I believe he did.
I would like a happy ending to his... Andera Natishan, Grey Warden.
Okay, so you're nothing. Vegan.
Greetings to you, friend. I understand I have you to thank for my rescue from the forest.
I was glad to help.
I don't want your efforts to go unrewarded. Here is the gem I traded for when I was amongst the outsiders. I thought to make a necklace out of it for my bride, but I want you to have it. I know it is of worth.
Keep it.
You wish me to keep it? Then you are truly
I don't
generous.
need money.
Thank
Really,
you
I
again.
don't.
And now, I am afraid I must rest. The Keeper says I am not yet fully recovered after all. I wish you well, my friend.
Colored ink. Oh, what else? You're the only one that could really do it, I think.
Let us pray
Nope,
to
can't
the
talk to you.
creators, Lethaline. All Father.
Yeah, I don't know how to trigger Wynn's quest then.
I understand we will be joining you in battle as soon as the hunters have recovered.
Yeah, I don't know how to trigger Wynn's quest. I wonder if it's a bug.
Blast and damnation.
Is there anyone here I can talk to with Wynn around?
Andera Natishan, Grey Warden.
We are making arrangements to build equipment and gather as many of the Dalish together.
I understand we will be joining you in battle as soon as the hunters have recovered.
any of these hunters will do it. No, I can't even speak to most of these people. Refugee
You
elf.
are the Grey Warden, I'm told.
How
We
come
are
you
but
aren't
simple
Dalish like
refugees
us?
fleeing the Darkspawn.
To have died after all his long centuries of life.
Our hunters have been cured. We shall be forever grateful to you, Grey Warden.
I actually don't know. Talk to the elf child.
Are you very sad? Elves shouldn't have
Our
to live with
hunters are
humans if
cured.
they don't want to.
It's wonderful to see
forever
Cameron
hunters
so
are
happy.
cured.
How come you aren't a
We
Dalish
shall
like
be
us?
forever
Such a
grateful to
sad
you, Grey
time,
Warden.
not this
I
place.
was so...
You are very...
The hunters are recovering quickly. This is a most joyous...
I don't know how to trigger Wynn's quest. I wish I did.
Alistair, what's this?
It's a sock?
It's a filthy sock.
Okay, Mom. Yeah. It's Priscilla. Huh. There's nothing on the map for it either. Maybe...
How did it find its way
do I need to talk to Wynn about it?
Things are coming to a head fairly quickly, aren't they? Are you ready?
Of course.
The last Grey Wardens in Ferelden. So much is expected from you. It hardly seems fair, either to you or to Alistair. I look at you sometimes and you are so young. You face death every day. You know you are unlikely to live long. Does it frighten you?
Constantly.
It's only natural. To tell the truth, I do not know if I could do what you do. The first blight in 400 years, and here you are, the fulcrum on which it all turns. Whatever happens, you will become legend. And if we should prevail, even if you die, you will live on in the memories of those you sacrificed everything for.
That's all I could ask for.
And perhaps one day they will forget, but it will not erase what you did. Every new day that they see will be because of you, and nothing in this world will ever make that untrue.
Going to my head, you know.
I see you've kept your sense of humor through all this. It will serve you well in the coming days.
Okay, I need...
What's on your mind?
Talk to you. Just ask you something about the circle.
I will answer to the best of my ability.
Oh.
What's on your mind?
Change your mind about me and
I
Morgan.
have watched you for a time, and perhaps I was wrong. There seems to be something special between the two of you. It doesn't happen often, but I see her smile to herself sometimes when she watches you.
How sweet.
I
have
think
to
I was
tease her
too
now.
harsh in my judgment before, and I am sorry.
You wanted the best for both of us.
What you have may not last forever. Death and duty may part you, but love's worthiness is not diminished because of that. I should have seen this before. Instead, you learn to cherish every precious moment that you spend together, knowing that it may be the last. And for those of us watching, well, it brings warmth to these old bones to know that something so beautiful can be found in the midst of chaos and strife. What's on your mind?
Have anything else to talk about? No. Okay, so it's
It
not
is no
talking to her that triggers it. That's weird. I'm really not sure what triggers her quest then, because it's not here. I didn't see anyone in the forest. I can't talk to her about it, so I don't know. Back to Denerim then, I guess. Just might not be finishing that quest because I can't seem to get it to trigger. Need to go this way. Yeah. Fan of the West Hills. This is for that breaking and entering quest that we got. So what are we doing here?
Allow me. I could do that for you. Of course.
Hello. Armor. Don't care. Care about any of it. A lever? Okay, I pulled a lever. Don't know what it did, but I pulled it. This way, maybe? Hello. Nothing down here. This is apparently where I need to go. Oh, there are suddenly a lot of enemies. There's also nothing in here. Hi there. Was this a trap? Oh, Morgan, what are you doing? You ran out there, and now you're gonna die. Yep, she's definitely gonna die. Right here. I should hit quite a few of them at least. Oh, Alistair died. And Morgan died.
Trap right ahead.
Oh, there's a lot of archers out here. Alright, I need to turn off my blood magic. Inventory, please.
Of course. Let's make this quick. So I shall.
Stop running from me.
As you desire.
Stop running.
We have done well. What a mess.
Alright. They need injury kits. Well, that was a lot of enemies. Oh, there's more. This was definitely a trap. Oh, we have a mage. Two mages. Okay, well, let's blood wounds and then mana clash him. That. He's dead. He is straight up dead. Mana clash hits mages so hard. gonna save because we're getting a little jittery here. Worried it's gonna crash here in a second. Guess we need to keep going this way. Oh god, yeah, so what? Oh my gosh. Actually, we can't go this way. So jittery. What's going on? Wait, how do I leave? Oh, this. Alright, well, that was a bust then. That was a trap. Jittering done. Please tell me the jittering's done. Okay, looks like we're fine.
I can't believe Banfran Daryl fooled me. His guards almost nabbed you. I feel like a bloody fool, I do. Listen, I have to go. Here's your coin back. I won't take a silver because of the way that went down. Give me some time and come back. We'll get our revenge, we will.
Okay. I guess we're heading to the alienage now, which is right over here.
Did you hear? On Drosta's ashes.
Go ahead and save. Yep, it's open now. The alienage. Technically, this would be where my character was born, because elven mages would come from the alienage. Because Dalish elven mages would stay in their clan or move to another clan, I think is how it works. It is kind of weird that you can't be a Dalish elf mage. Huh? That was weird, but we are in the alienage.
We are grateful. The compact is renewed.
Another mage. Okay, what do we got here? Elf.
You too good to let someone's coming.
Elven thugs. Haggard human.
Get away from me, you crazy knife ear!
What are you doing here?
I'm going! Maker's breath, I'm sorry.
Okay. I don't even know what happened. Starved veteran.
Spare a silver for a war veteran?
Here you go.
Oh, Andraste, bless you, sir. I won't forget your face. No, I won't.
I do remember this building. Bearing arms is strictly prohibited. Elves who have swords will die upon them. Well, I'd like to see you try. Barrel dog.
A tree planted in the middle of misery. It rather beckons a single sad little tear, does it not?
Oh, there's a mythical site of power. Alienage tree.
I've got children at home. I can't wait out here for another day.
So go home. The best thing you can do for your children is not trust these charlatans.
Everyone remain calm. We will help as many as we can today, so long as we can do this in an orderly fashion.
Oh,
I like
you're
that bubble
helping
shield.
us, are you, Shem? Like
Also, hey, Fury,
Valindrian and
how's
my
it
uncle
going?
Syrian, you helped
Hope
them,
you're having a good
didn't
day
you?
today.
Help them never to be seen again.
We've explained this to you before, girl. More whining will not persuade us to let you into the quarantine to carry plague back out to the alienage.
Quit trying to get us all killed, Shiani. Some of us have still got things to live for.
If this spell of theirs works, why are half the people they quarantine perfectly healthy?
What's going on?
You must not be from around here. These foreigners say they're here to help with our outbreak of plague. Funny thing, though, all the people they help disappear.
That's not true, and you know it, Shiani. Both my sisters got the Tevinter spell cast on them, and they're fine.
Where's your niece, then? And my uncle Syrian, and Valendrian?
What's happening?
These foreigners have taken dozens of elves into that house over the last few
The
weeks,
ghosts?
and none of them have been seen again.
Yeah,
One of them was
I
our
have
Baron,
the shimmer stuff
Valendrian.
on, so
And
I'm
I
a
don't know
battle
what we're going
mage.
to do if we don't get him back.
It looks weird. I don't like the see-through effect, but I can't really take it off. Does the guard know about this?
They have to know about it. The Harren complained, and so did I. They just don't care, or something worse.
I'll try talking to the healers.
You can try. Those guards mean business.
There is a lot of people here. Center mages, alien. Sir Otto as well. Otto.
Is someone there? Maker's blessing to you, child. Be not afraid. I still have some sight to see you by.
What happened to your eyes?
I appreciate your candor. Most stare. Or worse.
Like he's blind.
Awkward silence. I am a Templar. I lost my sight in a battle with a powerful Maleficar. He called flame from the air and burned my face. The scars have healed, but my sight will never recover.
Sorry?
Don't be. Many of my brethren died in that battle.
What's Templar doing here?
We'd heard rumors that there's an enclave of Maleficarum hidden in the alienage.
Are you in any condition to you found anything?
I have found no evidence of Maleficarum in the alienage. However, there is something else. This place, it's scarred like me. When I came here, I immediately could feel an air of hopelessness, despair. But over time, I felt the wrongness runs far deeper than that.
What do you mean?
I don't know. But the feeling of wrongness never wanes. And so I attempt to puzzle it out. I don't suppose I could impose upon you.
Sure, what's up?
It took patience, but some elves opened up to me, and I've heard their sad tales. But I found no real evidence to support my fears. Ears alone have done all they can. I was hoping you could be my eyes. Look around the alienage for anything out of the ordinary.
What should I look for?
I don't know. I have a feeling that there is something to be found, though. You seem capable. I have hope that you will find what I seek. Maker watch over you, child.
I do remember his quest. His is one of the few quests I remember from this game. Another official notice. Craig Arms is, yes. Damn it. This place. Oh, that just goes. Who are you?
There's nobody to play with me.
Can't talk to you. Okay. Moving on then. Hospice side entry. Well, let me try talking to these guys.
There is no need to push. We will work our spell for each person in... Isarians, mercy! How long have you been ill, woman? You should have come here days ago.
Fake cough. What are you talking about? I'm not ill.
You may not yet feel it, but anyone can tell by looking that you have been infected.
All blight diseases carry some of the taint, and in you, it is as obvious as blood in a bowl of water.
No, that's Darkspawn taint. I'm a Grey Warden. We're immune to blight disease.
A Grey Warden. There's a hefty reward for your head.
Take her down. We'll split the
gold.
gold.
Oh, okay. You're just gonna attack me.
Something I can
Oh, what? Well, I guess you can't attack me while I'm talking to Liliana. Alright. You two. How about you two just explode? Aw, they didn't die. But they have no magic now, so... Actually, no, one of them did explode, yeah. No, they did. They both exploded. Mana Clash is so strong. I'm happy I finally have it. Elven woman? Why is there an elven woman attacking me?
Of course.
The Venter robes. Why was one of the elven women attacking me? Devani Enchanter robes. Is that what Morgan has on? Right. I keep forgetting to put my freaking helmets back on. There we go. She has Tavani Mage robe. Yeah, this is what I want. I think. She loses a bit of mana regen, but she gets chance to dodge attack, and she loses a bit of spell power. I think this one she has on is better. It gives her more mana regen in combat. Alright, I'm going in here. Come on. Load. Stop spinning. There it goes. I think. There we go. Oh! Immediately into combat. Just 3 and no mages, so... Just gonna hit all of them with this, and boop. Don't really care for Taventer anyways, so... I was probably gonna end up attacking them anyways. Don't really care for people part in the Taventer. Darien from Dragon Age Inquisition is a one exception. There's a couple exceptions, but Darien is a big key with the note. There was a key with this note.
I'll do it.
Let's save, because the game is still being a bit jittery. That goes outside, so what's in here?
Lovely. Help us, please! We're not sick! Let us out of here!
Slaves, yep.
Thank you, friend.
Where's Valendrayan?
They took him away already. Through the back alley. We don't know where exactly.
Yeah, they're Taventers. They fucking always do slavery. Taventers regularly do. I'm pretty sure slavery is legal in Taventer. So, yeah, I would never do anything to help those people.
As you desire.
Finish loading. On. Okay, now. Oh, this just leads back outside. Okay. This. Another official note. This goes to the apartments. Go see what's in the apartments. I do know there are, I want to say 4 DLC stories after the main story. There's Witch Hunt DLC, I don't remember all of them. Awakening is one. Awakening is the big one. Hello?
They took my husband 3 days ago.
Who's there? Stay away!
Just want to ask you some questions.
I can't say nothing. Please, just go. I don't want trouble.
Persuade.
All right. I saw them take everyone. Took them right out of their beds. Dragged them down the hallways. Baker, the little one's crying.
What about Valendrin?
I saw him. They marched him through the hall with a bunch of others, all tied together like pack mules.
Where did they take him?
Through the landlord's old office. They go in there, they never come back.
What else have you seen?
Every few days, they come back. It's like a parade, a silent one. Men and women and children. You have to go. They'll be back soon. They'll find out I talked and they'll take me too. Please, just go.
Okay. Yeah, the Teventer are... I hate the Teventer. Bloodstain.
Lovely.
Yes. Fancy vase. I'll take that. I know there's enemies in that room. Toy doll.
And so I shall.
This. Oh, the sextant. That was a side quest. Chairs.
Lovely.
Oh, hey.
We'll fix that.
I'm gonna... They can't actually get to me. Hey guys. You guys got any mages in there? No.
My word.
Liliana's blocking the path to... Okay, there we go.
As you desire. You need me?
Couple of books. Is that locked? Yep. Open this key. Go ahead and save. Can't go through that door, so I gotta go this way. But yeah, the Elven Alienage is one of the few places I actually remember in this game because of the slave trading and that other quest we got from the Templar. His quest is interesting. Use this to set up ambushes.
What's this? Another shipment already? We weren't... Wait. You're no Tevinter. Who are you supposed to be?
I'm here to relieve you, weren't you told?
What? No, you're not. There's nobody relieving us until midnight. Quick, get them, hurry!
Mages. Honestly, I'm surprised at the lack of mages from these Tevinter guys, because Tevinter is really big on mages. Well, I don't think I'll get all of them, but yeah, I got the ones in the back. This guy is freaking out. Y'all are dead. You in. Oh, those are the dead guards back there. History won't remember how dramatically your failed frontal assault looked. Mama.
What is the meaning of this? We were told that there would be no interference from the authorities.
What's going on here?
You simply fought your way in here to ask questions, did you? You will regret this, you know. Believe it or not, we've been given dispensation to do our business here. The humans talk a great deal about how very wrong slavery is. But isn't it funny how quickly the smell of gold overcomes such ideals?
Intimidate. You best get out of my way.
I am no fool. I can see that you are capable. So be it. I will let Caladrius deal with you while I fetch the Regent's men. I suggest you leave while you still can.
Well, I thought that would avoid a fight,
Trap
but...
right ahead. Trap right ahead.
Oh no, it did make them leave. Else in here? Let's go. And save. I think I just saved, but better safe than sorry.
And so I shall.
Another locked one? Nope, this one's actually not locked.
Lovely.
Imperial Edge. Special sword, sure, I'll take it. Well, first of all, let me just put this down. Do you have any mages in there? No, you don't. More people. Oh, traps. Dang it. Oh, shit. Are there any mages in there? No, no mages. Okay. Alright. Let's just deal with these guys. Go ahead and turn blood magic off. Alistair's been being a pretty good tank, honestly.
And so I shall.
No, he has died a couple times.
army.
Oh.
I could do that for you.
Dumb. I don't know why I switched to Alistar for that. Well, this is gonna be a big fight, probably. Cutscene. Oh, hey, a mage. I'm going to explode you.
I am Caladrius, and you, I assume, must be the Grey Warden I've heard so much about.
You've heard of me?
One can hardly get a word out of the Regent besides Warden these days. It's surpassed even gold in popularity.
How do you know Loghain?
Yes, you would be curious about that, wouldn't you? I've heard that you're trying to erode Loghain's support. It must be a difficult task, yes, like washing away a mountain. Perhaps you could use some help.
Don't you have an agreement with Loghain? Oh, this should be good.
Sarcasm is beneath us both, my dear Warden. Truth be told, there was always a limit to how long we were going to be able to operate here. We've paid for many of Loghain's troops, but once the Landsmeet is done, we become inconvenient. So, here is my offer. 100 sovereigns from you for a letter with the seal of the Terran of Guaren upon it, implicating him in all of this. Then, we leave a few days earlier than planned with our profits and remaining slaves unharmed.
'Tis a reasonable enough starting offer.
I feel dirty. We're not considering this, are we?
So, do we have a deal? Even you must admit it's much better than resorting to barbarism, yes?
Time to die, slaver.
Pity. Looks as if we shall have to settle this the hard way, then.
I don't deal with slavers.
My apologies.
Uh-oh. Oh, there it goes. Let's see what we got. Enemies, enemies. Okay. Actually, first things first. Explode him. I didn't actually kill him. It took half his health in a single hit, though. Now I'm just gonna do this. Oh, they actually just kind of seem to be chilling at the moment. Alright, well, blood magic. Oh, he healed himself. And explode.
Enough! Enough! It seems your reputation is an accurate one. I surrender.
Perhaps you should be left to the mercy of the elves?
Wait! Hear me out, dear lady. Were I to use the life force of the remaining slaves here, I could augment your physical health a great deal. Allow me to leave this place alive, and I would be more than happy to do this little service for you.
An interesting offer, if a tad messy.
So, is my offer of interest to you, yes?
No.
Then, I don't suppose you would consider just letting me go?
No, I don't suppose I would.
Ah. Well, that is a shame, isn't it?
Are we actually gonna fight him again? Really? You're gonna attack me again? Explode! Just explode him. That's all I care about.
Well, all right.
Robes of the Magister Lords. Slaver's documents. Oh, hey, look, I got the things incriminating him.
An elf with no chains. Now that's unexpected. Are you one of them? What happens to us now?
Are you Valandrian?
Shiani? Did she send you here? Praise the Maker. We will not trespass long on your good graces. Come, everyone. Let's go home.
Yay, I killed a slaver by punching him in the face with magic. It was a good day. Let me save, because the game is getting jittery again. Manuscript copy. Not sure what that is, but I have it, I guess. Can I actually leave the, Ah, this is an exit. Alright, we dealt with them. We still gotta help Otto, though. I'd like to finish that up before we stop streams. And then basically just finish up the alienage. Boop, boop, boop. Finish loading. I hate how long it takes for this game to load sometimes. Okay, here we... Oh, we came out over here. Hello.
I'm sorry if I was rude to you before. Andraste's ass, you'd think I'd learned some social graces. Anyway, what I mean by all this is... thank you.
Okay. Pool of blood. This is a store? Oh yeah, it is a store.
Look who's here. I heard all about what you did to those Tevinter.
And look at your wares?
Of course.
Cool. Let me sell stuff to you. You can... Staff of the Ephemeral Order. Interesting. Don't care. Senior Enchantress Robes Wopale. Waking Sea. I do have a lot of stuff to give you, though. Lordman's Girdle. Don't need... I will take all of your healing stuff. Let's take all of your healing, thank you. Get rid of some of this other stuff. Don't know what this meant. Oh, it's just... Okay, it's just a sellable. Nothing important. Tome of Skill and Sundry. And that looks like all you have that's of any... Take your plans. Not that one. That gives me one of these, which gives me Master Herbalism. Which means I can make that Regicide antidote. I just need 2 concentrator agents.
Look who's here. I heard...
Do you happen to have that? No, I'll have to find someone who sells those concentrator agents. Now I just need 1 more of those points and I can finish that quest with the Hala.
it's good to see you again, friend. You were so generous to me before, and these are other veterans.
I'm an orphan.
Oh, and an orphan. Please, milady, can you spare some coin?
Are you really a veteran?
I am insulted. A veteran campaigner, am I? And Oli is as bereft of parents as anyone's ever been.
My mom is especially dead.
No need to mention that, Oli. Will you help us?
I mean, sure.
Oh, you're too kind. Just too kind.
The Maker preserve you.
Long live the good sir!
Okay. I don't mind. I have more money than I know what to do with. Corpse of a rabid dog. It looks like it was skewered with a spear. Nobody's cleaned up the body. It's been dead for some... Blood here, too. What? Full of blood, still damp. Besides the coppery smell, I'll also pick up a faint scent of bad eggs.
The house has eyes. But Grandma calls. What's a girl to do? You're not one of the bad men, are you? I just want to make Grandma happy.
Bad men?
The housemen. They came the night of shouting. All of us orphans were in there. Then the blood. Oh, the blood. Still bleeding.
Well, she seems to have gone crazy.
Poor us.
Talking about, what about the animals?
The dogs hear the bad men too. They make the dogs so confused, so angry. Poor little pups barking at the noise. Make them stop.
Are you talking about the riot?
So many died. So many. The orphanage is all dead now.
My mother.
Never met her, but she protected me. But I lost her amulet. Grandma, make the voices go away.
What did the voices say?
Everything and nothing. They thirst for blood. More blood. The bad men in the house.
Is there anything I can do?
No, sir. No, sir, indeed. Don't go into the orphanage. The bad men will take you too.
Okie dokie.
You're not one of the bad men, are you? I just want...
Okay. So we can go talk to this guy real quick. Hello.
Ah, it's you. Welcome. Please, come in. Tell me, how is Duncan?
You know Duncan?
He's been a friend of mine for many years, yes. From the look on your face, I take it the news is bad.
He died at Ostagar.
I am sorry to hear that. I knew that the Warden suffered great losses at Ostagar, but a few escaped. I had hoped Duncan might be one of them.
What will you do about the plague now?
We've been through outbreaks of pestilence during the war with Orlais. We'll endure. I doubt very much now that the Tevinter intervention would have helped us anyway.
How did you know Duncan?
He came here, now and then, to look for potential recruits. Perhaps that seems strange to you, but Duncan was a man who knew that talent could emerge in the most unlikely places.
Okay.
Please, take this. Duncan gave it to me years ago. I suspect you'll put it to better use than I would.
Alright, well, thank you. What else you got?
I shall.
Baelish armor. Another chest here.
You need me?
I'm gonna rob this old man, it's fine. I just took a flower out of his thing and a sword. Okay. Bye! Have anything. Can I tell Otto about the house?
What have you found?
Pools of blood that smell of rotten
There's been no
eggs.
fighting in the alienage recently, which means the blood is not congealing. I suppose there could be some explanation for it. That's by the orphanage, right? A sad place. Did you find anything else?
There's a dead rabid dog in the
I'll
alley.
report that at once. I've heard such afflictions can spread, even from a corpse. I suppose someone may not have known that. One odd thing I am willing to believe, but two is no coincidence. Let's head to the orphanage. Both of your clues were near there.
Yeah. I mean, there's also this crazy lady. Oh, there's even more people here now.
There she is. Now, no crowding. Let the good sir breathe. There are a lot of unfortunates in the alienage, sir. Many veterans, orphans, the diseased, and sad tales of all sorts.
I still don't have my parents.
This is getting dumb.
And poor Oli still doesn't have his parents. Anything you can spare would be appreciated.
A whole lot of you are beggars?
After the riot, many people were left without a home, sir. Don't have a copper between us.
You're like a hero here, good sir. Oli and I hadn't eaten for a week before you showed up.
Even with that fine outfit?
I, found it?
You aren't a real beggar.
All I heard was there was free coin over here. Fine.
Every one of us, except the one you rightly pointed out. All of us are unfortunates.
You think I'm a fool?
So sorry, friend. Honestly, most everyone here has a sad tale. You've been good to me and Oli. They just heard of your good deeds is all.
Fine.
Oh, huzzah! Huzzah for the hero of the dinnerim!
All of us are eating tonight.
I mean, they are. A lot of these people are probably very screwed. They basically live in squalor. So I don't mind giving money to help people.
Is intense here. This is the right place. I know not if it's the work of the Maleficarum, but there is definitely evil here. You go first. I will follow.
Saving. I do remember this quest. Gonna be getting into a lot of, I believe, demons. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's like a poltergeist, I think. It starts throwing shit at you.
As you desire.
I believe it. Yeah, you can see every time I walk past here, it starts messing with things.
Lovely. Do you hear me, Sir Willem, Sir Willem? I'm a-falling. Sir Willem, stay.
A haunted orphanage. Sounds about right. Technically, they can't get to me if I don't let them out. And the doors are actually locked, funnily enough. Not possible to pick.
Of course.
These locks aren't possible to pick. Ah, there we go. Anything in these rooms? Oh, they have been How long have they been locked in these rooms, actually? No one's been in here for a while, as far as I can tell. Maniacal laughter. Just one person. I can probably just fight them. He's very fast.
I will never die.
Okay. Bye.
1, 2, max of you.
More ghosts. But for some reason... Oh, wait, are there mages here? No, probably not. For some reason, ghosts count as humans, so I can actually use blood magic against them. Yep, one resisted, but... For some reason, ghosts have blood in this universe. Oh, this place is... This is a massacre.
This is the center of it.
Mortal! You do not belong here!
Blessed be the Maker and his prophet Andraste.
Your pathetic maker is nothing compared to my glory!
I command you, show yourself, demon. Hide in the shadows no more.
You dare to command me? Let us see if your precious maker can protect you now, worm!
Rage demon. Well... Oh, hey, more demons. Oh, that's right. Demons technically don't have blood, so that doesn't work. I can do this, though. I feel like we're definitely not done yet.
We won.
No, we didn't.
At one time, I considered myself quite the warrior, but you accomplished here what I never could. But something still
Don't
isn't
think we're
right.
done.
I feel there is more to this. Nearby, the building next to us. I can feel it, just on the other side of this wall. Let us go.
After I'm done looting.
Right away.
I can hear people screaming. It's unsettling.
Well, all right.
Oh my god, this hallway. There's so much blood in this place. Hello. Well. Can't really do an AoE. I mean, I guess I could stun the spirits. I don't think Mana Clash would work on the shades. No, it did work on the shades. I guess they do have magic. Good to know Mana Clash works on spirits. Or not spirits, but demons. That is very useful information, because Mana Clash is very strong.
I don't want to go yet. Please. It's
Open that door.
so cold.
There are enemies over here. Alright. What's in... Oh, no. Hello. Oh, there's a lot of people. Oh, there's a lot of things. This. Then... Ow, Mana Clash. Yeah, it doesn't hurt the spirits that much, but it hurts the demons a lot. Would have come in from there. That door doesn't go anywhere. This door is locked.
Yes, of course.
A mall. That's it. Screaming is unsettling. Hello. Oh, it's all demons. Okay. Mana Clash. It also drains all of their mana, meaning they can't use magic on me. That's why it's so good against mages. Oh, Doki? I don't have Mana Clash ready. You guys are abominations, though. You should have blood, right? Yeah, okay, that does work on you guys. Because you used to be people. I'll say that should work on you guys. There was nothing in that rubble. Oh, thank you. Got the save anyways.
You think you are safe?
Though the Golden City has fallen, I have seen your face and your light. I am your...
Save your pedantic chant for your sermons, Templar. You have killed my brood.
The Maker compels you. Show yourself.
The Maker? There is no Maker. There is no Golden City. But there are demons. Yes.
I hear not your blasphemy. By Andraste and all the divine after her, I order you to face me.
You delusional fool.
Another one. You have any friends? I'm gonna wait and see if you summon friends. Yeah, because if it's just you, you're gonna die very quickly. Yeah.
We have done it again. I feel the darkness receding. I've seen the work of demon before. Some Maleficarum consort with them. But the Maker must have guided...
Oh, there it goes.
And now, you die!
Oh, that's creepy. Now we've got a big one. No friends, though, still. Alright, well, I'm still gonna burst you. That actually didn't do a lot of damage. Oh, I should have saved it. There's more. Oh, there's a lot of them. Oh, these are just whites, though. They'll die fast. Well, he died.
So I shall.
Knight Commander's Shield. Hearing Voices, new class. Hmm. Oh, the pendant. The lady wanted her necklace. She said she lost her grandmother's necklace. This probably is hers. Well, he's died. Can't really help him anymore. He's dead. And save.
The bad men. They are quiet. They call for blood no more.
Is this amulet yours?
It's my grandmother's. You found it, sir. May I have it?
Yeah.
I feel like a mist is leaving. Oh, thank you, sir. I have to live my life.
Alright, well, that's done. Oh, why are you still here?
Oh, bless you. Bless you.
Alright, I think we are done for today. Oh. Go ahead and save. Proper save. Boop. But yeah. We are getting a lot further. I thought we would be closer to the end than we were, but I guess we still have a bit more stuff to do. But hopefully I'll be able to finish this up next time. Possibly. Maybe not, though, because there is a really big battle at the end of it that does take a while. But yeah. I will probably be playing some Mass Effect tomorrow, maybe? We'll see, because I do want to get more into Mass Effect as well. But yeah. I do hope you all have a wonderful night, and I will see you all. Goodbye. See y'all later. Bye.